Welcome. I'm Jamila Mustafa with BET Social and Paramount Networks. Today we are joined by the founders of the Trayvon Martin Foundation, the authors of Rest in Power, The Enduring Life of Trayvon Martin, and last but not least, the co-executive producers of a new film debuting at Tribeca Film Festival, trailing the life of Trayvon Martin, Mr. Tracy Martin and Ms. Sabrina Fulton. Thank you so much for giving us your time and being with us today.
Thank you.
So taking a trip down memory lane 6 years ago, when your son didn't return from 7-Eleven, does that memory haunt you? And what's life like 6 years later?
It absolutely haunts me. It doesn't feel like it's been 6 years. It just feels like it's been a few months ago, and because the pain is still there. The pain never leaves. You know, it's something that we carry in our hearts every day. And so we just continue to relive it.
Now, in 2012, you addressed the second-degree murder charges brought up against George Zimmerman. And Ms. Fulton, you said that all you wanted was an arrest. Nothing more, nothing less, an arrest. Time has passed. Do you still have that feeling?
Well, at the time in 2012, you know, we always stayed focused on whatever the issue was at hand. Originally, I wasn't looking for arrest. That wasn't my primary focus. My primary focus was to make sure Trayvon's body got back to Miami so that we can bury him. So that was my primary focus at that particular time. So a lot of times people say, well, what about the arrest? What about, I wasn't concentrating, I wasn't focused on the arrest. And then after the service, the homegoing service for Trayvon, yes, now my focus is I want to arrest for the person that shot and killed Trayvon. And then after the person was arrested, we really wanted a conviction. So the focus continued to change. And then after we didn't get a conviction and the person who shot and killed Trayvon was acquitted, then what we wanted to do was make sure that we built a legacy for Trayvon. And so the focus continued to change, but we always knew what the purpose was. And the purpose was to make sure that we made sure that other children, other young people, you know, felt a little safer.
And the film is just another step. And so, you know, it's debuting at the Film Festival, Tribeca. Tell us about some of the people that were involved in creating this masterpiece.
Actually, you know, everybody knows about Sean Carter being a part of the project, but the people that are doing the groundwork, Jenner and Julia, they have done a tremendous job of going out, doing a lot of research. Their team, Viacom, they've been a huge part of it. Paramount, and you know, it's 20 different components working on this project to make it a success.
Absolutely. In the docu-series, you mentioned having a huge player, Sean Carter, be a part of this project. What was that like working with him, especially with this film?
Well, you know,
we probably didn't meet the entertainment Jay-Z. We met the father Jay-Z. And so the father Jay-Z and the businessman Jay-Z is a lot different from what people know of him and who he is. He's a very compassionate father of 3 now, you know, and he is vested in this project. And so he knows, you know, the heart of a father.
People fail to realize we've had a relationship with Jay-Z for a few years now. And this was before the docuseries was even thought, you know, it was even a thought. We met with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and we had a relationship, we built a relationship with them just as parents. And they were involved. They got involved back in 2012 with the movement, speaking out for Trayvon, and that meant a lot. I think just to see Sean Carter on stage promoting Trayvon, that opened up the eyes of a lot of people in our community.
It was a heavy cosign. Now, you know, the trailer was also, you know, very simple, but it was heavy, and you felt it. And of course, the one line that is sticking out in everybody's mind, I'm sure that you know it, when you talk about time and wounds and how time heals all wounds, and sometimes it doesn't. Did you forgive the man who took your son's life, and did that wound Is that healed for you?
No, it's not healed, and no, I haven't forgiven. I know that one day I will, but as of right now, I have not, because the pain is so fresh. It still hurts extremely bad, and no, I'm very honest with, and real with my feelings, and I haven't forgiven. It's still fresh in my mind. It still hurts very deeply. It feels like a hole in my heart, like I had open heart surgery or something. And it just never goes away.
What's one tip that you would give to a grieving parent trying to just deal with the absence, right? Just the absence of not having their child there.
I think you, first and foremost, you have to surround yourself with good people, God-fearing people. You have to have a supporting cast. You're gonna have those tough days. You're gonna have those days where you don't want to come out of your room. You just balled up in the shell. So you have to have that faith in God, no matter what God you believe in or who you believe in. You have to have a strong conviction in your faith.
Self-care is important. A lot of times, I'm just remembering back when this first happened that I didn't want to get up in the morning and take a shower and comb my hair and brush my teeth. I just wanted to stay in the room. So self-care is important, and you have to know how to bring yourself back from those dark days. When everybody is gone, when everybody has gone home, when your pastor's not there, when your church members not there, when your family members and friends, when they all are gone home, how do you bring yourself back? And so that's the sole thing that I told my son is to make sure you know how to bring yourself, lift yourself back up. And it's through the word. And so my favorite Bible verse is Proverbs 3:5-6, and it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not unto your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. And so you got to have a word. You got to keep a word in your heart. And that's what my suggestion would be for the parents.
Well, I tell you, listen, thank you for your time, your mind, your wisdom, and everything. I am a hardcore advocate, and thank you guys for being here. Congratulations on the film. I cannot wait to see the entire docuseries. I know it's going to change America, just like the work that you guys are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Trayvon Martin and Miss Sabrina Fulton, thank you so much.
Thank you.